what they doing. But we, excuse me.
Come and tap in with the Jacksons. We living, we learning, we laughing. No capping, we all about action, 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 yeah. Jesus is our main attraction. We glorify him with our passions. No capping, we all about action, 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 yeah.
Tap in with the Jacksons.
Tap in with the Jacksons.
You know we about that action.
You know we about that action.
Tap in with the Jacksons.
Tap in with the Jacksons.
You know we about that action.
What's up? What's up?
What is up, y'all?
Welcome back to
You already know it's the Jacksons in action.
the Jacksons in Action,
Hey,
y'all.
hey.
And we coming to y'all in a different format, as you can see. More like podcast style. So if we look a little awkward,
we still try and get used to all
yes,
this.
it's because we are awkward. If we look awkward, it's because we are awkward.
Not used to having to like talk into a microphone, but also not scream, but still talk loud enough. It's weird.
Still talk loud enough and then do this look at each other thing and look at y'all too. So it's a lot. We figuring it out, but we figuring it out together.
But we
yeah.
wanted to actually come to you guys and answer a question we're pretty sure y'all have been wondering. Why did y'all take a break?
Why did we take a break?
Why?
Woo!
Especially when y'all were talking about, we're gonna be coming to you every week.
And we did. We showed y'all that last week. We did.
And just whatever, we know that was a question that y'all have been wondering about. And so we wanted to come to y'all because we like to keep it real and authentic.
All the way.
On this.
I'm so awkward on this, y'all, but we gonna do it.
I think it's because of the way, I have mine pointed to my mouth.
So yeah, as y'all can see, we learning this new thing. And then that's just one little bonus point. Here go an extra point just in life. Like, you always learning. You never stop learning. All right, things are always changing, and sometimes you just got to learn how to adjust. Come on, that's a word from the Lord. That is a word from the Lord right here on the spot. Like we adjust into this new setup, we adjust into this new territory that we're in life. Sometimes you got to learn to adjust, and so that is one of the things that we did learn. And we're currently learning. That's one of the things that we learned while we took a break, and what we're currently learning while we're back from this break is how to adjust. But you had something to say on that?
Yeah, no, on that point too is like when you set a long-term goal. I think something we didn't really factor in was how do you keep it long-term? And we're going to kind of dive into that.
So let's dive in it. Point number one, while we took a break, is to prevent burnout.
Burnout happens. One of the ways that it happens is when you are exhausted. We were literally completely exhausted. And so we really just needed to take time to rest to prevent burning out so we can be here for you guys in the long haul, or for the long haul. It started off with, we were just going to take a week break, and then a week turned into 2 weeks. Then we're like, it's just going to be a month. Next thing we know, it was the whole summer. But hey, we back.
It wasn't the whole summer. It's still summertime right now.
Like
summer
the whole
technically
school summer, like June and July. So we just kind of needed that time to just enjoy and do life without like having to we need to catch this. Oh, we need to capture this. Oh, whip out your phone really quick. Oh, we got to, we could just
because that
be
is
there
annoying.
in the moment. Now that we are rested, we were able to kind of start thinking, okay, how can we do things better? How can we make things easier on ourselves? Because one thing too is one thing he was really struggling with as well was not resting on the weekends. And so this
still battling with it, still learning. That's why when I said earlier, we're still learning.
But we're just now getting to a place where we're really starting to be able to get a handle on things where you can start taking the weekends off. But literally for I don't even know how long, you didn't have a single day off. You were doing something, some kind of work every single day of the week. And then pulling all-nighters and this on the third. And y'all, if you go back and watch the vlogs, that's why I used to joke with him about his energy being dead and stuff. But it was because he was exhausted from working so much. And
big facts.
Anyways, so now that we've taken that break, we've been able to kind of just look at things again and ask ourselves, okay, how can we do this better? How can we be more realistic with this? Right. And just set ourselves up for success, honestly.
Facts. So. And to end that point, I want to just encourage y'all, entrepreneurs or people that, got side hustles that may work a real 9 to 5 and got side hustles trying to achieve your dreams. Just be realistic and know that it's going to take some time. Sometimes, even now, today we wanted to start a new schedule and all of that. And, for part of it, we stayed on task. And then for some of it, we got off. It's okay to just learn, just learn these different things. And so to prevent burnout, like you really got to be realistic with yourself. Give yourself
be flexible
grace.
with yourself too.
And give yourself grace.
Yeah.
Like for real, because everything ain't going to happen.
And
all the
something
time
may
like
look, and here's the deal, y'all. Something may look golden and perfect on paper, but in real life, it just doesn't work. And so, and like, that's kind of where we got hung up as well. It's just like, things looked right on paper. And so we kept on like trying to force ourselves and force our real life to match paper. And it just wasn't matching. Thanks. And so be flexible with yourself. If something's just not working, change it, switch it, flip it, like reorganize it. Give yourself grace, because whatever you're doing, even if you have a lot going on, like it should be working for you, not against you. You should not be feeling drained. You should not be feeling like you're like dragging yourself through mud every single day of your life. You may have moments like that, but there should be moments, not your entire life, if that makes sense. So if you feel like you're literally clawing your way through life and it's been like that for a consistent while, it's time to like kind of like relook at things, reevaluate everything.
Yep. Yeah. So that leads us into point 2. And point 2 is remember the vision.
Remember the vision. So along with just needing rest and needing to take a break, one thing that was happening for us was because we got so busy, our vision started to get blurry. The vision and the mission that God had set in our hearts and at the beginning of the year started getting blurred. And I don't know about you, but I know for me, one major thing that started happening for me was because my vision got so blurred. What was happening was really awesome opportunities and things would pop up, and I would say yes to it without considering, does this align with my vision? Not everything you do in your entire life has to match perfectly to vision, okay? Because it's good to have breaks. And then sometimes like it's good to help people out with their vision. But the biggest thing is when you are like taking these breaks from your vision, or you're dabbling in different things, this, that, and the third, or you're helping somebody out, whatever, if it's starting to impact the vision or take you away from the vision that God has given you for your life or for this season or for whatever, it is no longer okay. And that was what was happening to me, is because I my vision had gotten blurry. I was starting to say yes to gigs and opportunities and this, that, and the third, and I started doing stuff, and I was beginning to get really like flustered and like I was literally all over the place. Like I feel like every week I was coming to my husband and being like, okay, babe, so I got this idea. I got this idea. Yes. I'm going to do this. And then the next week it was
something different.
A completely different thing. Completely. And so like he had to sit me down, and then God also had to sit me down and be like, yo, I need you to say no to everything and manage literally what you already have in your hands right now.
That's good.
It really sucked, because I then literally had to say no to a lot of things and had to reevaluate my life and reevaluate the vision God had given me. And I'm still in that place. So this is kind of like a heads up. If I've been kind of MIA, if you've not really been seeing me do a lot of things, if I've not been around, it's because I'm cultivating what is in my hands. I am managing what is in my hands until that stuff can stand solidly alone for long enough for me to be able to divert and like, dabble in little other things. But the biggest thing is I have to manage what's in my hands first before I can help anybody else with what's in their hands. Because what does that look like?
No, that's good. We spoke a little bit about that in one of our latest vlogs before we stopped. And we had like 3 points. One of them was set boundaries, say no. I forgot the third one. You remember the third one?
All I can remember is the promo for it, and I'm like, set boundaries.
Set boundaries, say no. But go back and watch that. Like, I'm going to go back and watch that myself, because like literally what my wife said at the end of that, she talked a lot, so I ain't going to make this long. That's something that we're still learning, like for real. Set boundaries, say no. I wish I could remember that third point. So just know we talked about that. And it's good stuff, like for real. Remember the vision that God has given you. Continue to go back to the vision, and just remember that the vision is going to take some time, and the vision take work. You can't be working on your vision if you're working on everybody else's vision. And sometimes that's hard. Like my wife said, and I hit on this real quickly. Like my wife said, like we've been MIA. A lot of people will be like, oh, where they at? What they doing? But we, excuse me. But we had to get back. We had to get back right, like for real. We had to get back right in a lot of areas.
Yeah.
And that lead us to our third point. Point number 3, reason why we took a break is because we need to focus on our marriage. Like for real. Like, and I'll start with this one and let my wife finish it. We had to focus. We need to take a break to focus on our marriage. Because like my wife said, like getting busy, looking at everybody else's vision, working on everybody else's vision, like working so hard till burn out, you know, like we really started to become distant from each other in some areas, you know, like we would look up and like we would do the vlogs and the vlogs would be great, but there's certain other areas where we like, we need to work on some stuff, you know, because sometimes we'll be doing so much just to work on what we were working on and then really not have the time for us. We had the time to shoot the vlogs.
Or the energy.
Or the energy. Like that's very important. Like we would be focused on shooting the vlogs, doing our regular things that we got to do for our jobs, you know, because we got bills to pay, you know, and then just not making time for each other. And so we had to like, skirt. God had to slow us down, like for real, with a reality check, you know, like for real, and be like, man, y'all been making time for this, y'all been making time for that, and ain't been making enough time for each other. So y'all need to get that in check. And we had to learn that the hard way.
Yeah, because the thing is, marriage is the second most important thing in your life.
Priorities.
First being Jesus, right? Your marriage is basically the most, outside of God himself, is the most important thing. And so it is important to remember that, like when you hear the phrase cultivate what's in your hands, manage what's in your hands, care for the thing that is already in your hands or what you already have in your life, your marriage is one of those things.
Big facts.
Those relationships in your life, your children, if you have children, are one of those things. Like whatever those priorities are. And that was something like God literally started taking me through that list. He was like, what's in your hand right now, Kelsey? Your marriage. Oh, what else is in your hands? Your business. What else is in your hands right now? Like, and he literally and it seems so simple. And I was like, God, you really only want me to focus on that? And he literally was like, only.
It's a big job.
Only.
Those are big jobs.
Yes. If your marriage, like when it's done right, is a reflection of me. Are you not supposed to reflect me in this earth? So, and you're talking about only.
And the vision can't happen. And the vision can't happen if you ain't right. I don't know if other married couples deal with this, but this is me. Like, if me and my wife ain't good, ain't nothing else gonna be good. Ain't nothing else happening. You know, especially like, I mean, I can do edits for my job and stuff like that. When it come down to me personally, LD music or just the vlog, whatever, like, it ain't gonna be good because we ain't focusing on each other. So like we had to learn that the hard way, like that's part of the vision. Like part of the vision, if you're married, that is part of the vision. Your marriage is the vision. We are literally love driven. What is the biggest part of love? Like outside of Jesus, marriage. A godly marriage is supposed to be like how Jesus loved the church, you know? And so that's part of the vision.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, y'all. So that was the 3 reasons why we stopped, you know, why we took a break. Not stop. We didn't stop. We never stopped being in action.
No.
That's one thing about the Jacksons. We never stop being in action. Even when you don't see us, we in action in some area. In some area, you know, in some way, some form, some fashion. We are in action. But those were the 3 reasons that we took a break, you know, to prevent burnout, to remember the vision, to focus on marriage. And I want y'all to remember, like, these 3 points, like, these are things that we're still learning. Like, even this week, even coming back with the vlog, like, we got to put these healthy systems in place so we don't get burnt out again, you know? Every day, we got to focus on marriage, you know? Like, I got to ask my wife, like, how you really doing? Like, come on, are you feeling good? Like, what's going on? You know, you got to pour into each other. Every day, you got to do that. And then you got to always remember the vision. I know I said the points out of order, but you get the point. You got to remember the vision that God has given you and know that it's going to come to pass. It's going to come to pass, but you got to put that work in, but you got to take time to rest as well. And so that was another reason we just needed time to rest. You know, we didn't really say that. We said that a little bit, but like you gotta learn how to rest, and that's something I'm still learning. Like my wife mentioned earlier,
I'm still learning.
I'm not good at resting at all. And so but y'all on this journey with us. So,
Exactly.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, being on this journey with us, like that is the whole purpose of the Jacksons in Action. That's the whole purpose of this YouTube channel.
Facts.
Is to take y'all along the journey with us. We're not perfect. We're literally learning stuff every single day.
Every day.
And so, ultimately that's always been the vision behind the Jacksons in Action. And so we're still going to be bringing you content that's centered around what we're learning in this season.
Most definitely.
We may, I feel like for a while we may kind of be doing some talky, podcast style videos. Simply because God has been teaching us so much in this season.
Facts.
He's just been downloading a lot. And it's just really on our hearts to share that with y'all. But at the same time, we're still gonna be doing vlog, come along with us, see our lives, see behind the scenes, that kind of stuff.
Sometimes.
Vlogs as well. I mean, no, I got some ideas.
We gonna give you what we say. We say we living, learning, and laughing.
Exactly.
That's what we do. So you're gonna get all of that all the time.
But y'all drop down in the comments. We always love hearing from y'all. So drop down in the comments what some of your favorite vlogs have been so far from us.
Or what y'all got from this one, or what y'all would like to hear more. Let us know if y'all like this new podcast type style and what some other topics y'all want us to talk about. But other than that, baby, what we need them to do, as always.
You already know. We need you to like. We need you to comment. Subscribe. And hit that bell notification.
Hit the bell.
And last but definitely not least, share it with your friends.
Share
it with your family.
And share it with the enemy. Share it with everybody. Share it with everybody. Appreciate y'all. We feel like a lot of y'all shared the last one. You know?
Did.
A lot of y'all was just nosy, but either way, we appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all and love y'all. And we want y'all to continue to stay love-driven, continue living, learning, and laughing in your life.
And don't forget to cultivate what's in your hands before you start dabbling in other people's hands.
Facts. And we'll see y'all next time. Love y'all. Peace.
Bye.